And welcome in to the Stoner's Pizza baseball game of the week. Due to a little technical problems here at the press box, we're a little late getting on. It is the season opener for us here tonight, and we are live from the campus of Tattnall Square Academy as the Trojans take on the Barons of Greater Gwinnett Christian Academy. And at the plate is Torrey Hayes, and he's going to take a 2-1-1-2 hit, and he's going to shoot it all the way over to third base. And that ball is going to be overthrown to the first baseman, and he's going to get a ground rule double as it goes all the way over the fence. Let's get to the starting lineups. Left-hander Torrey Hayes is on base for the Barons. Up next will be center fielder David Walker. And first baseman will be Joe Dreslinski. Joe Dietz is your shortstop. Logan Willett is your third baseman. Your DH, as we understand it, will be number 2, John Baggett. Number right fielder is going to be number 97, Danny Glinos. Catcher is Andrew Henson, and your second baseman is Hogan Peer. And at the plate for the Barons will be Mac Mitchell. And this is David Walker, your center fielder. On the mound tonight for the Trojan, Luke Lasky. But your left fielder is going to be Austin Marchman. Your shortstop will be Logan Simmons, Trey Hammett catcher, Logan Peak at first base, Brooks Gorman at third. B.J. Spears will be your center fielder. Miles Morris will be your right fielder. And second base will be Dawson Brown. So a new lineup, a new year for the Trojans. And 1 ball and 1 strike to Walker, with Luke Lasky on the mound and a man on second swing, and he's going to knock it back. Glad to have you with us here tonight. Want to thank all of our sponsors, of course, Stoner's Pizza, You Park 'em, You Sell 'em, Pawn Max Incorporated, Cherokee Brick and Towel, BT Media Productions, Kudzu Seafood, Texas Border Grill, Middle Georgia State University, and why not, the Macon Touchdown Club, as we wrapped it up Monday night with our big jamboree. Coach Gus Malzahn of the Auburn Tigers were here, and we had a crowd of a little over 350 people there, and it was a fantastic night. And what a way to wrap up the gridiron season for the Macon Touchdown Club. And we'll look forward to next year, but right now it's springtime, Middle Georgia, and it's all about baseball. And we're glad to have you here with us tonight on DSBN Sports as we get underway for our 2018 baseball season in the Georgia High School Association. And what better way to start it off than right over here at Tattnall, Coach Joey Hiller. He is also assisted by assistant coach Tom Gorman, assistant coach Kevin Brown, assistant coach Brian Kemp, and assistant coach Jordan Brooks. 1-2 your count to Walker. And Lasky will work and throw it back to second quickly. Try to go back to the shortstop Logan Simmons that time. Happy Valentine's Day to you, by the way. Glad you're joining us for a little painted pink baseball, baby. I know y'all are skipping all the festivities and tuning in to the baseball game tonight, as you well should be. Maybe your beautiful better half will go in there and pick you a sandwich. But I doubt it. One great thing about it, I know everybody's got a lot of dates going on tonight, but we'll archive it up as soon as we get through, and that's tipped. And that came back inside on the leg of David Walker. But he slowed it down enough in the clay that it didn't hurt, because it sure could have. And the count goes to 1-2. Top of the first, nobody out. Runner on second after an errant throw to first base on a ground ball to the third baseman. And Torrey Hayes was on his wheels and beat it out. There's a drive to center field, and that's going to push the center fielder way back, and he's going to make the catch, and the runner's going to make the tag, and they're going to move it into the shortstop safely. So the runner, Hayes, will move to third, and David Walker gets the runner around on a nice fly ball to almost left center field out there. And this is going to bring up number 44, Joe Dreslinski. So Dreslinski comes up with one away, but a runner on third. And Torrey Hayes has shown some speed on the bag already. Ball into the ground low. Good drive by Trey Ham to block it there. Hard to believe we're already half the way through February. Beautiful night here in Macon, though. Glad to have you with us. High and outside, ball 2-0. On the outside corner, gets his first strike, 2-1, one away here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss, and we even account at 2 apiece. Good pitch by Luke Lasky. Got him about chest high on the outside of that plate. Always interesting to see as we start the season how the home plate umpire likes to call these pitches in the strike zone. That one's high and outside, and we go to a full count with 1 away. Luke Lasky from the stretch, swinging and a miss, and he got his man. 2 away, and he struck him out. So we got a runner on third here now. So this will bring up number 27, Joe Deach, the shortstop. And Luke Lasky will work with 2 away. Outside corner, got him. Notice through the years you get a umpire behind home plate. He likes that corner. He's going to call it for both of them, whether it's inside or outside. And I've seen them work both hard throughout a ball game. They'll give you one, maybe not the second one, but if they get on to one, they're going to stay on it. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And Luke Lasky's going to try to get the Trojans out of the inning here after a leadoff by Torrey Hayes to the third baseman. He had to throw it from deep in the hole over there, and it floated on him and went high. Ball, that's high and outside there. 1 and 2 is your count. Brooks Gorman was trying to get it over there to Logan Fink as quick as he could after that deep throw, and it sailed on him. So got a free walk to second and then stole to third on a sacrifice fly out to deep left center field. Torrey got on his wheels, got to third, but the Trojans have stuck him right there. And now a 1-2 count on the batter. John Deach at the plate. And he is your starting shortstop for the Barons. High and outside, 2 and 2. Swing and a miss, and he got him on a low outside pitch. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Trojans up next. Your score, 0-0. 0 hits. 1 man left stranded on an error. We'll be back. It's the Stoner's Pizza baseball game of the week.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, "Oh my, what a pizza pie!" Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. And welcome into Tattnall, and Luke Lasky will lead it off. On the mound will be number Mac Mitchell, pitching for the Barons here tonight. And there's a drive, and it's going to go straight to the right fielder, and he's going to haul it in. And that's Danny Gwinnett. And so Luke Lasky, a nice line drive, but Gwinnett was there. And batting second for the Trojans now is going to be number 5, Austin Marchman. Austin, a senior. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Mac Mitchell, number 34 on the mound here tonight. That one's way outside, and we'll get a 1-1. Ball inside, and he'll gain the walk. Number 14 will come up, and this is Logan Simmons. Logan, also a senior this year, one heck of a career here at Tattnall. Mitchell on the mound, inside, ball 1. Marchman on first with a walk, 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Outside, ball 2. Foul ball, and almost took his own deck man, Trey Helm. Tried to give him a haircut. So 2 balls and a strike to Logan Simmons. Down at first base is Austin Marchman on a walk. In a 0-0 ball game in the bottom of the first here. Opening season for us. High and outside, 3-1 will go the count. can be rest assured that Logan will be looking to tee off on one here if he gets the green light from Coach Joey Hiller down on third base. A lot of baseball coming your way this year from here at DSBN Sports. A lot of high school baseball. Hey, we may even have a chance to do a little next level baseball with you. And that one's going to go foul down the third base line. And that's going to bring your count full at 3-2. Logan took a good cut at it. May have a little arena football for you on the network as well, too. We'll see how that turns out. Go talk to the folks at the Georgia Dune pretty soon here, see what we can work out with them. Fouled that one down the third base line, kind of handcuffed him a little bit. Logan probably like to have that one back. That was a little high and inside, and he kind of reached up, tried to chop at it. Hot shot to the third baseman. He'll go to second base, and he's going to be safe. So safe on the fielder's choice goes Logan Simmons, and he got him at first and second. And this is going to bring up catcher Trey Ham. Trey's got plenty of power. So runner on first and second with one out. Good bat that time by Logan Simmons to hang in there and make Mac Mitchell work a little bit on it. Inside corner, and that's a strike. 0-1 is your count. Good pitch by Mac Mitchell. Trey kind of looked at it a little too long there before he could make the decision. It was a good chest-high inside pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-2. So Mitchell gets in front of his batter. Runners on first and second. Only one out here. Way outside for ball 2, 1-2. Key pitch here for Mitchell and for the catcher Trey Ham. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that'll bring up your first baseman, Logan Pink, with 2 away in the bottom of the first, with runners on first and second. Swing, dropped it on the inside on him. A nasty looking pitch that time by Mac Mitchell. Logan Pink couldn't get around on that one. Just kind of looked almost like a sinker ball on the inside. Kind of got a little bit of a sidearm delivery with that changeup. That was a ball, 1-1. 2 away. Logan Simmons on first. And there's a drive to the hole, and the shortstop's going to drop it, and it's not going to be in time. Hell, they're going to call him out. Wow. Nice play at second base by the shortstop. That time, John Deach. So we go to the top of the second. Nobody on. No runs, 1 hit. And 0-0 is your score. Timeout. We'll be back after this.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, every now and then we're a little tight on cash. Well, if you're tight on cash, we want to encourage you to visit Pawn Max Incorporated, located at 2404 Pinona Avenue. Pawn Max is the place to get a loan or sell your valuables, hassle-free, making it easy to turn your unwanted gold, jewelry, tools, even firearms into cash. Why let your pieces collect dust when you need to collect dollars? They're licensed and insured and will give you the best money for your items. Go visit them today at 2404 Pinona Avenue right here in Macon, or visit them online at pawnmaxinc.com. Welcome back to Tattnall Square Academy as Logan Willett will step in. And Logan, you don't have a number on your jersey. What are you trying to do to the play-by-play guy up here? What in the world? Got a little shell on of some kind with no number on it. Good thing that the PA announcer has a better memory than your broadcaster. I've lost our place. So foul back, 0-1 is your count. 0-0, get to the top of the second. Drop that one right in there, 0-2, and he's ahead of Willett, the third baseman here, to start the second. No balls and 2 strikes. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you, to my 2 beautiful daughters, one in Colorado, one in college at the University of North Georgia, and especially to the Valentines that's kept me around for 33 years now. My lovely wife, Tina. So happy birthday. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Good Lord. Yeah, I'm digging it deeper. Here I am on Valentine's night broadcasting a baseball game. And swinging a miss and struck him out on 4 pitches there. So got ahead 1-2 and strikes him out. It's going to bring up your designated hitter, John Baggett, in tonight. So the Barons opt to go with a DH. And Baggett comes to the mound. But I'm sure my lovely bride is having a good evening. She's, I believe, getting her hair done tonight and telling war stories and lies with her good buddy that cuts her hair. But I did produce the flowers at the office today, so a little CYA there. And CYA stands for cover your ability to walk in the future if you forget those flowers. Ball outside, 1-1. Foul back 1-2. While we're at it, we want to send our condolences and thoughts and prayers to the people at the high school down in South Florida at Majorie Stoneman Douglas High School and the tragic events that occurred there today at Parkland High in Parkland, Florida. We'll give you an update on that situation. The foul comes this way. At this point, it was a former student that was expelled that did the shooting. In case you haven't heard, there was a shooting at that high school. There are now confirmed 17 dead at the high school and approximately 18 others wounded. And I'm sure more information to come. And it just blows your mind that a 19-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid and As a parent, I couldn't imagine, but I wanted to say something about that tonight. I'm not going to shy away from controversy. I'm standing here at a high school ballpark that I could not imagine in my wildest imagination anything happening like that, and it has occurred today down in Parkland, Florida, and our thoughts and prayers with those families down there tonight. Swing and a miss, and this is going to bring up a number 94, and this is going to be Gleanos, the right fielder, at the plate. And 2 away here as Lasky works from the windup. Down inside. For ball 1, 2 strikes, one ball and no strikes, 2 outs. We're in the top of the second of a scoreless game between the Greater Gwinnett Christian Barons and the Tattnall Square Academy Trojans. And they are a member of the GIACA, or GICAC, I believe it is. And they are an independent school made up of mainly of homeschool children. And they've had a program around for many, many, many years now, and it is a very good program. And that's foul tip. 1 and 2 is your count. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Oh, just outside on the corner. And they call it a ball. Maybe a little ham up in on his face after that one. 2-2's the count with 2 outs. Here's your pitch. High, 3 and 2 goes to a full count here. Payoff pitch. Fouled it back to stay at 3 and 2. Wow, that sounded like the producer's car. Maybe it wasn't. But then again, maybe it was. Shouldn't park that Ferrari so close to the field. You'll learn. 3 and 2. But that's okay. You can put that one in the garage and pull out the 911 Carrera. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nice pitch by Luke Lasky. He got his man. We go to the bottom of the second. Scoreless at 0-0. We'll be back after these timeouts.
Hey folks, it's Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. You know, there comes a time when we all start to look for a brand new or even a newer automobile, and as a consumer, your choices have always been limited as to where to shop, and secondly, what to do with your current car. Take it to the local dealer and trade it in for wholesale, ride around town with that ugly for sale sign in the back window, or park it in your driveway and hope somebody stops by and they're really there to look at your car. Well, that's where the fine folks at U-Park Used Sellum at 3306 Vineville Avenue in Macon come in. U-Park Used Sellum is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For almost 18 years, U-Park Used Sellum has been the alternative to giving your car away to the local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market the car yourself. The professional staff at U-Park Used Sellum has 35 years of experience in the automobile industry, and they're there solely to help you through the process of selling or buying your next car. If you have a car and you're ready to sell it, let the folks at U-Park Used Sellum show you how to maximize your vehicle's marketing and financial potential today. U-Park Used Sellum, the car lot for you. Remember, folks, don't just park it, sell it. Give them a call today, 478-254-6310. That's U-Park Used Sellum.
And welcome back on a Valentine's night. as we're here on the diamond at Tattnall Square Academy. Beautiful baseball facility. Grass a little long tonight. Of course, we've had a good deal of rain, so that grass a little thicker, and there's not going to be a lot of real dangerous speed on the infield with the ball. Obviously, just like so many of these schools now, the money they raise to fix up these facilities is unbelievable. I mean, what these high schools got now are a major league affiliated minor league ballpark in the past, and now these things, man, they're just gorgeous, and Tattnall's no exception, and they are across the state as well at other schools, even in the city here, and making just some really incredible facilities, and you can thank the parents for what they've done here at these schools. So up to the plate for the Trojans is going to be your third baseman, Brooks Gorman. Mac Mitchell on the plate. On the mound, rather. And Gorman will step up. And the left-hander will stand in. And that is a strike. And let's see, I need to check this. High, 1-1. And that's going to go foul. And we do have a new pitcher now at the plate, and that is number 3, David Walker. So Walker is now your pitcher. And let's see if Mitchell went to the center field position for Walker. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouled that one down the first base line, rather. And there's one just shot going down the third base line, but it's going to curve a little foul. And we're going to keep our count at 1-2. Ball outside, 2-2. Three and 2, we go to a full count. Walked him outside, ball 4. So B.J. Spears will step up, center fielder. So Brooks Gorman gets on base with a walk. And catcher Andrew Henson goes out to talk to his pitcher, who is now David Walker, who's come on here in a second. Got him on the outside corner. And as we said, if you get this home plate umpire and he likes the corner, he's going to stick with it for both teams all night. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. Gorman down at first, B.J. Spears at the plate. Nice crowd on hand. Throw back to first. You hadn't had the flu yet, have you? Me neither. Got a little cold. Me and my wife did, both about the same time, about a week ago. That lasted 3 or 4 days, but it kind of got out of here. Swing and a miss. 1-2 is your count to Spears. But I tell you what, this flu has been dangerous this year. I read a stat last week that said 1 in 10 folks that passed away in the United States died of the flu last week. So 1 out of every 10 that said goodbye did it through the flu. But we've been lucky. 2-2 the count. Gorman at first. B.J. Spears. I'm surprised I know it's gone through these schools as well, too. But everybody's healthy tonight on Valentine's. Looks like my producer and I are headed to the Waffle House for our Valentine's dinner after the game. All by ourselves. Fouled it back, 3-2. Yeah, going to get a little scattered, smothered, and covered. That's about as good as you're going to get tonight, baby. On the hash browns. Drills it. Is it going to drop in? And it is going to drop in deep down the left field line. Runner's going to go to third. Runner's going to do a stand-up double. And you got runners on second and third. Gorman and B.J. Spears with nobody out. And to the plate will come Miles Morris, your right fielder. Miles Morris, big right fielder, also the starting quarterback for the Tattnall Square Academy Trojans football team. He'll come in here, bat 8, and the right-hander will stand in with a chance to maybe put a run on the board. Bottom of the second, scoreless ball game. Swing and a miss, 0-1. We had Mac Mitchell go the first inning for the Barons, and they have brought in David Walker on in relief early. Catcher Andrew Henderson, first baseman Joe Dreslinski. Run over and have a talk with their pitcher. Miles Morris steps in, 0-1 the count. They're going to throw to third, going to get him caught up, and he's third baseman dropped the ball. Had him dead to rights. It was a great play. Good play on the pivot to third base. Had him, but the third baseman over there couldn't hang on to it. Logan Willett had him breaking toward home. Too far off the plate. And almost had Brooks Gorman, but he couldn't hang on to the throw. First game of the season. There's a drive, and it's going to drop into shallow center field. One runner score. Here's a second man coming. He's going to drop it out there to short center field, and he's going to have a 2-run RBI for Miles Morris. And the Trojans are going to go up by a score of 2-0.
Now to play for Tattnall, second baseman number 27, Dawson Brown.
Going to bring up your second baseman, Dawson Brown. Miles Morris will be at first, nobody out. And the Trojans doing what they have done so well under the tutelage of Joey Hiller, and that is manufactured runs. They can do it with a short game, they can do it with a power game, and they can do it with running the bases. And it's always been a kind of a trademark of Joey's teams is they can put runs together on you. They don't necessarily have to rely on big power play baseball at the plate. Throw back to first almost in time. 1 ball and no strike. And they have just done it again. Barons had an opportunity. Man, they could have got that runner out at third had he not dropped that throw. High and inside, 2-0. As we said, on the mound now is David Walker. 2 balls and no strikes. Swing and fouled it back. That one must have missed the Ferrari. I didn't hear anything. 2-1 on that foul pitch. Miles Morris at first with a single and an RBI. 2 RBIs, rather. Inside, and that's going to be a strike, 2-2. Good pitch that time by David Walker. 2-2 counts. Swing and foul, tipped it. Nope, didn't. He was out. Good job by the catcher to hang on. 1 away, and that's going to bring up your pitcher, Luke Lasky, back to the top of the order here. Miles Morris at first. That's a ball low on the plate. One ball and no strikes. Runner on first, takes a good lead. That's Miles Morris. He just hit 2 runs in. Swing and checked his swing, but still caught it on the outside corner. 1-1. 1 away. Bottom of the second. And tried to square the bunt. And fouled it back. 1-2. Catcher scooped it up. Good play by the catcher behind the plate on that one. Could have easily have gotten away from him. Going to drive a hot shot to the second baseman. Going to get 1. Throw to first, not in time. Going to get by the first baseman, but got the lead runner, Miles Morris, and that's going to give him 2 away, and that's going to bring to the plate your left fielder, Andrew Marchman. So 2 away with a runner on first. Luke Lasky drilled it to the second baseman. He was able to turn 1 at second base. Tried to get back. Shortstop did that time, John Deach, over to first baseman Dreslinski, but just threw it a little low, skipped in the dirt and got away from him. But the fence line, the dugout got it over there and held him up, and not enough room for him to run on to second. Throw back to first, not in time. Strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Lasky with a good lead, drawing a little bit of attention from Walker and the catcher and the first baseman over there. And he will stretch out his lead again here. And there's a drive, and that's going to go between the center and left fielder, and that's going to get Luke Lasky on his horse, and Joey Hiller's going to wave him home. And here's the throw at the plate, and it's way not in time, and a stand-up double for Andrew Marchman, and just like that, the Trojans are on the board with their 3rd run of the night. And Marchman has a hit to go along with his walk to lead off in the bottom of the first. And that's going to bring up dangerous Logan Simmons, your shortstop, who can certainly power this ball here. So Marchman already off on a good night tonight. Scores and gets around Luke Lasky. And now the dangerous Logan Simmons to the plate with 2 outs for the Trojans. Going to bounce that one up to the catcher. And that's going to get behind on the count already. 1 ball and no strikes. And Logan Simmons is going to drill this one, but it's going to go short to the center fielder, and he's going to have it, and that's going to do it. We go to the top of the third. 3 runs for the Trojans, and they lead it now 3-0. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to DSBN presentation of the baseball game of the week presented by Stoners.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
This just in. A large storm in the Gulf has all but decimated the entire Gulf shrimping industry, with the exception of a lone shrimping boat manned by a legless veteran and a young gentleman that hasn't stopped waving at our cameras or telling us his mama's advice. Odd. In completely unrelated news, Kudzu Seafood Company, the authentic Gulf Coast seafood restaurant that brought the coast to Middle Georgia, has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
Welcome back to Tattnall Square Academy. Russell Deese, glad to have you with us. The Stoners Pizza baseball game of the week, our first one of the 2018 season, and we couldn't think of a better way to start high school baseball. They're right here in Macon, Georgia, at the home of the Tattnall Square Academy Trojans and the highly successful program under Coach Joey Hiller. And they are playing a very good baseball team tonight. And Greater Gwinnett Christian and the Barons let a few things get away from them there in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third, and at the plate now will be number 21, Andrew Henson, the catcher. Lou Glasky still on the mound for the Trojans. Fouled that one off, no balls and a strike. Happy Valentine's Day to you and all your loved ones. Hope you're enjoying time with your better halves tonight. But maybe enjoying some baseball, because I see lots of folks here on date night for Valentine's night. Very good crowd. Gotten a little cool, a little damp and humid, so it's going to feel a little cooler outside actually than it is with all that moisture in the air. Ball outside, 2-1 to the catcher. Number 21, Hinton. 2 balls and a strike. We're in the top of the third. Fouled it back, 2-2. Two the count. Lasky delivers. Ball outside. We go full count, 3-2. Nobody out here. Top of the third. Trojans put 3 on in the bottom of the second. They have the lead, 3-0. Swing and a miss, fouled it back, but maintained the count of 3-2. Tearing up some baseballs. Man, they going out of here as quick as your chances of getting some loving tonight here at the baseball park. You forget that Valentine's. Walked him. So Andrew Henson goes down the first and a leadoff runner for the Barons. Valentine's night on the network. Once again, want to thank all of our sponsors. Stoner's Pizza, you park them, you sell them, the car lot for you. 22 years in business right there at 3306 on Vineable Avenue. Don't just park it, sell it, folks. Bring your car to you park them, you sell them. Let them show you how to maximize the profit on your old car, or if you're ready to buy a new one. Kudzu Seafood, Texas Border Grill, BT Media Productions, Middle Georgia State University, Apparel Authority, Pawn Max Incorporated, and, of course, all you fine folks that support those sponsors for us here at DSBN Sports. High and outside. And the catcher's going to go out and talk to his pitcher, Luke Lasky. And we've got Hogan Pier, second baseman at the plate. The left-hander steps in. 1 ball and no strikes. Throw back to first, not in time. Strike on the outside corner. Good job that time of the catcher to frame that. Trey Ham. Think he contributed to getting that call on the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. I correct myself there. Throw back to first, not in time, but they're keeping a check on him down there. Squares to bunt. Outside ball, 1-1. Strike on the outside corner once again. 1 ball and 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on first. Catcher Andrew Henson drew the walk. And he stands down at first. Hogan Pier at the plate, the second baseman, with a 2-2 count. Luke Lasky works from the stretch. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up your left fielder, Torrey Hayes. Torrey got on base in the first inning and then used his speed to get around to third. But the Trojans were able to get out of that inning without any damage. One out, runner on first. Going to square the bunt. It's going to go back foul. Henson, your runner down at first with a leadoff walk. 1 away here. No balls and a strike. Lasky to the plate, fouled it back. 0-2 now. He's ahead of the batter. Slowed down his pitch count a little bit here. Keeping a close eye on the first base runner, who is Henderson, who led off the inning with a walk. One away, 0-2. He's ahead here of Hayes. Would like to get him here. There's a pop fly, and it's going to go to short center field, and he's going to have it, and the runner will not be able to tag. And that's 2 away, and that's what Lasky was hoping to do. So he gets Hayes to pop up, and that's going to bring up center fielder David Walker. Who is in your pitching position. But Walker stays in the same rotation in the batting lineup. You didn't bring us no chocolate-covered anything? Nothing? God, what are you doing, man? There's a little chopper, slow roller to the second baseman. Get him in time? Yes, he does. So 4 up and 3 down after the leadoff walk, and we go to the bottom of the third. Trojans lead it 3-0. It's the Stoner's Pizza baseball game of the week on DSBN Sports. We'll be back.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie. Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back to Tattnall Square Academy. PA announcers in the Valentine spirit. Got a little Hank Williams going with the Lovesick Blues. So we've got another pitcher on the mound now, and this is going to be for the Barons, their third pitcher of the night. And it is going to be number 94, Danny Gleanos. And Danny was in right field. And so Trey Ham, the catcher, will lead it off. And so Gleanos is on the mound. And that could be Gleano or Gleanos. Not for sure. Mom and Dad, if we don't get it right, we apologize. So the big right-hander at the plate, and he'll go against Trey Ham, and that'll be inside for a strike. 0-1 is your count. That's going to be inside and almost got his foot there. Gleanos, big kid. 1-1 is your count. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Trojans on top. Swing and a miss, 1-2 will go the count. Kind of cuffed Trey on the inside on that one, but he did get around on it just a little late. Foul back and stay alive at 1-2. Just a little late getting around on these pitches, but he's also making Danny work a little bit here on the pitch. Count. 1-2. Here's your pitch. Going to throw a knuckleball in there, and that one's going to be down in the dirt, and it's going to be 2-2. And I could have swore the grip on that ball showed a knuckleball. Let's see if he does throw another. Nope, fouled it back that time. 2-2, stays alive. Ball low and outside, and that's going to be 3-2. So we go to the full count. Nobody on, nobody out. Bottom of the third, Trojans with a 3-0 lead. Trey Ham, your catcher at the plate, facing Danny Gleanos, a new pitcher. And he's going to foul that one as it goes down the third base line. And he got a cut on it. Ball outside, and he'll walk him. Leadoff walk for Trey Ham. And that's going to bring up first baseman Logan Fink.
Up next, first baseman, number 26, Logan Fink.
And we'll get a pitch runner that'll come in, and that will be Greg Talton will be your pinch runner. And this one's going to twist down that first base line, and right field is going to catch it for one away. And so down goes Logan Fink, and up next will be third baseman Brooks Gorman with Trey Ham after the leadoff walk. And pitch runner down there now, Gray Talton will stand with one away, and this will bring up the left-hander, Gorman. Gleanos at the plate. And the big right-hander delivers. Inside, ball. Just a sophomore is Gorman. Breaking the starting line up here, Coach Hiller. Throw back to first. Awful close, but not in time. High outside, ball 2. 2-0, one out, bottom of the third. Trojans lead at 3-0. Throw back to first again, not in time. Gleno's got a really good move to first base. Keeping a close eye on Gray Talton. He'll come to the plate this time inside, and it's going to get away, and Talton's going to get down to second base on a pass ball. And the count will go to 3-0, and a runner in scoring position now. One out, and manager is going to come to the plate. So Skipper goes to the mound, gives a control talk to his pitcher. 3-0 count, one away. Gorman at the plate. Runner on second, Gray Talton has a good lead. Outside, and he walks him, and that'll put a runner on first and second. And that's going to bring up B.J. Spears, number 42, center fielder. One away, runner on first and second. 3-0 Trojans lead it, trying to add to that lead here in the bottom of the third. High and outside, Lanos behind on the batter. 1 ball, no strikes. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. Outside, and that ball is going to get away, and that's going to advance both the runners to second and third. So Gorman will go to second. Gray Talton will go to third, who is in the pinch run for Trey Ham, the catcher that drew the first walk of the night. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner on second and third. Here's the 3-0 pitch. High, and it got way back to the backstop, but nobody will advance, but that is going to load the bases and bring up Miles Morris. Miles, last time at bat, got a single but batted in 2 RBIs. And Glanos is going to be done for the evening. And that's going to bring in a new pitcher. And let's see who that is. That might be Brandon Noah. And it will be Brandon Noah. He'll get some warm-up pitchers, and we'll take a break. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back, and at the plate with the bases loaded, number 28, Miles Morris. He's got 2 RBIs in now. Bases loaded, 1 out, strike to him, but no place to put a Trojan. And a 3-run lead in the bottom of the third. And there's a shot to the shortstop, going to get 1 at second. Way high. Did he get him in time? Yes, he did. 2 outs. So he turns the double play, and we go to the top of the 4th with your score. Tattnall still leading 3-0. We'll be back after these timeouts.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
Welcome back to Tattnall Square Academy, and we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Trojans, and that looks like it's going to be number 26, and Logan Fink is going to move there, and that's going to put, I believe, over at first base now, that'll move Miles Morris. PA announcers on it tonight, baby. Little Stevie Ray Vaughan love struck on a Valentine's night. And I got a little bit of another important message here from the sporting world, especially locally. Well, I'll tell you, this impacts across the state of Georgia, and we'll get to it after number 44 comes to bat here, and that's Joe Dreslinski, the first baseman. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on the first pitch from new pitcher Logan Fink. We'll get to it after this bat here. And it's going to be a tremendous loss for the sporting world. Ball down low, 1-1. Strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Dreslinski, the right-hander, sits in there. Logan Fink, right-hander on the mound, in place of Luke Lasky, who started, went 3 full innings. Here's Logan, ball inside. I believe the catcher took the brunt of that one. Ball low, 3-2. We'll go to a full count. And it's going to be a little looper over to the right field side, and they're going to be there to get it. Miles Morris, who's at first base, and now you got out there number 27, I believe. So shortstop Dice comes to it with one away. Just wanted to tell you quickly, as of this evening, the state of Georgia and the city of Macon has lost an absolute legend in the sporting world, and that is Coach Billy Henderson. Coach Henderson was born June 2nd of 1928, and he has passed away this evening, February the 14th of 2018. He is an absolute legend in the coaching world. Many, many years at Willingham. From there, he left and went to Clark Central in Athens and won a lot of football games and his fair share of state championships. So it's with heavy hearts we report the loss of Coach Billy Henderson, one of the all-time greats on the gridiron here in Macon. Coach Henderson has passed away this evening. Outside, 1-2, one away. Really hate to hear that. Coach Henderson, of course, been around a long time, and we got to see him not too many years ago at Georgia Sports Hall of Fame and a Macon Sports Hall of Fame ceremony. Strike inside and struck him out, and that's 2 away. But he was coached at Willingham. His son was a highly recruited quarterback at Willingham High School, was headed to the University of Georgia, and I can't remember what year this was, 64, 65 maybe. Entering his senior year, was killed in a tragic car accident along with his girlfriend here in Macon. Billy Henderson, Brad Henderson Memorial Stadium is named after him to this day in this city. Not long after that, Coach Henderson did go to Clark Central in Athens, and boy, did he make a mark across the state of Georgia at that program. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Now up at the plate is number 20, Jackson Whitted. 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 4th, Trojans with a 3-0 lead. Had the bases loaded, and the Barons got out of it in the last inning. That's low, 1-2. Logan Fink on the mound. Logan Fink on the mound in place of Luke Lasky. Fouled it back, stays alive though, 2-2. Yeah, thought he had the strike there just outside. The payoff pitch. Going to drive it to the second baseman, who's scaring time on the first. Got him. And the Barons go away in the top of the 4th. Go to the bottom of the 4th. Trojans lead it 3-0. We'll be back.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, "Oh my, what a pizza pie!" Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Welcome back to Tattnall Square on this Valentine's night. As we mentioned before, the passing of the great Billy Henderson. Coach Henderson was coached at Athens High, Furman University, University of South Carolina, Willingham High here in Macon, Mount LaSalle's, and then on to Clark Central. He had there's a high pop up on the infield, and it's going to be caught. And at the plate that time for the Trojans was number 27, Dawson Brown, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order now. And at the top of the order will be Luke Lasky. Coach Henderson compiled a record of 285 wins, 107 losses, and 16 ties, 72% winning, and he ranks one of only 27 coaches to win 250 games more, and he's the 15th leading coach in the history of the state of Georgia. He won 11 region championships and 3 state championships as a head coach. Like I said, long-time coach, and we hate to see hear of his passing. There's a drive to center field, and that's all Luke Lasky can do with it. And so next up will be Austin Marchman. Austin's had a pretty good night here at the plate. That's 2 away real quickly. As we're in the bottom of the 4th. And it's been a rather long game already. Inside corner, and that's strike. Noah Brand on the mound for the Barons. And that's going to get, is that going to get foul? And it will get foul and out of here. Long shot down that left field line. No balls and 2 strikes, so Noah Brand ahead of the batter here. Hot shot to the shortstop. He's got it. Going to throw a long throw to first in time. Got him. And that's going to end the inning, and we'll go to the top of the 5th. Tattnall 3, Barons nothing. We'll be back after this timeout.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
This just in. A large storm in the Gulf has all but decimated the entire Gulf shrimping industry, with the exception of a lone shrimping boat manned by a legless veteran and a young gentleman that hasn't stopped waving at our cameras or telling us his mama's advice. Odd. In completely unrelated news, Kudzu Seafood Company, The authentic Gulf Coast seafood restaurant that brought the coast to Middle Georgia has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
And welcome back to Tattnall. We go to the top of the 5th. Trojans lead at 3-0. And at the plate for the Barons will be number 2, John Baggett, the designated hitter tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Logan Fink on the mound for the Trojans. That's outside, ball 1, 1-1. In replacement of Luke Lasky, who started tonight for the Trojans. And there's a hot shot to the second baseman. Can he get it in time? On the first. Got him. 1 away here in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring to the plate number 32, your pitcher, Noah Brand. Ball 1, out down in the dirt. And the second baseman's getting a little busy here tonight. He'll go to first again, and that's 2 away. And that's going to bring up number 21, Andrew Henson, the catcher. Two away here in the top of the 5th. Trojans lead it 3-0. One ball, down out on the outside that time. No strikes. 2 away, though. Logan Fink on the mound for the Trojans now. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Ball inside, a little high that time. 2-1. And as we've hit the 8:30 mark, it has gotten a tad bit cooler out here. That one's going to go on the outside. Makes it 3-1 is your count. 2 away. Logan Fink trying to get him to 3 up and 3 down here, but he's behind on the count, 3-1 with a 3-run lead. Pops it up. Go to full on the count. That one will go foul down the first base line. And that one's going to foul down the right field line. 3-2 count, 2 away, top of the 5th. The pitch. Line drive, and that is a shot in the center field, and that'll be a stand-up single for Andrew Henson, and that keeps the inning alive. And he ripped it. And it looks like we got a lineup change coming here. Let's see what we're going to do. And this is going to bring up the sophomore, number 29, Kevin Smith. Run on first, 2 out. Logan Fink brings it to the plate, strike. Runner with the lead at first. Henson. Strike 2 right down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner down on first after ripped a single on a 3-2 count. Henson, the catcher. Throw back to first, and they got him. Yes, they did. So they caught him leaning and threw him out. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Trojans lead it 3-0. We'll be back.
Hey folks, every now and then we're a little tight on cash. Well, if you're tight on cash, we want to encourage you to visit Pawn Max Incorporated, located at 2404 Pinona Avenue. Pawn Max is the place to get a loan or sell your valuables, hassle-free, making it easy to turn your unwanted gold, jewelry, tools, even firearms into cash. Why let your pieces collect dust when you need to collect dollars? They're licensed and insured and will give you the best money for your items. Go visit them today at 2404 Pinona Avenue right here in Macon, or visit them online at pawnmaxinc.com.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches. We put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Welcome back to Tattnall Square Academy. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Trojans lead it 3-0. Logan Simmons comes to the plate, and Noah Brand is your pitcher for the Barons. Very good game. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your headphone cord there. Good change up that time and floats it in. No balls and a strike to Logan Simmons. Swing and a miss, 0-2, and he's ahead of the batter. ball. High on the inside that time, 1-2. And Logan Simmons is going to pop it up in the center field, and it's going to be a little shallow, and he's able to hang on to it. So center fielder out there that time. Now at the plate, and that's going to bring up number 15, catcher Trey Ham. Strike on the inside. That ball was a little low. Go to 1-1 with one out here. Bottom of the fifth, Trojans lead it 3-0. Foul back this way, 1-2. Takes the count to 2-2 with one away. Catcher Trey Ham at the plate. One out. Bottom of the fifth, 3-0 Trojans lead it. Brand with the pitch. And it's going to be popped up down the third base line. And going to be caught by the third baseman. And number 20 over there, and that's Jackson Whitted. And that's two away. And that's going to bring up number 26 to the plate, Logan Fink. And welcome back. Sorry about that interference we had. We lost a computer. Our main CPU went, well, it went somewhere, but it didn't stay online. And unfortunately, we lost you, but we're in the top of the sixth. It's still 3-0, 1 ball and 2 strikes, 1 out. And the Barons are at the plate, and we apologize about that. And there's a hot shot to Logan Simmons. And high, but he gets it range down, and he's going to throw out number 12 for the Barons. And we don't have a number 12 on our roster. Yeah, we do. I'm sorry. Seth McClure. And so this is going to bring up a number 3 to the plate, and that's David Walker. David did a little center fielding and pitching tonight as well, too. Two out. Strike right down the middle. No balls and 1 strike. Foul that one down the first base line, and they will go to 0-2. And on the mound for the Trojans now is number 22, Brooks Gorman. So we started the night with Luke Lasky, went to Logan Fink, and now we're Brooks Gorman. Ball outside. 1-2 is your count with 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. Trojans lead it 3-0. We'll be back after this timeout.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
And let's see. And we'll go up and down. And that's going to bring B.J. Spears to the plate.
Leading off Tattnall's out to 6, number 42, B.J. Spears.
And B.J. is going to send that one down the third base line and down the center field line. And he's going to have a stand-up double and do it with ease. Miles Morris will come to the plate. Chopper to the shortstop. He's going to have a long throw to first. It's going to get away from the first baseman. And that's going to bring B.J. all the way around. And here's a throw at the plate, and not in time. And makes it 4-0 Trojans. And we'll have Miles Morris on the throwing error go to second. And nobody out. And that's going to bring second baseman Dawson Brown. So runner on second, nobody out. Trojans extend their lead to 4-0. On the mound, Torrey Hayes for the Barons. Inside in the dirt, and they're going to hold up Miles Morris at second there. Good recovery by the catcher, Andrew Henson, who's done a good job behind that plate tonight. One ball, no strikes. Miles Morris at second. Brown at the plate. That's low. 2-0. Strike that time. 2-1's your count. New pitcher on the mound, Torrey Hayes. But B.J. Spears got things started with a stand-up double. And that one's fouled away, and we go to 2-2. Ball inside, 3-2. We go to a full count here. Nobody out, runner on second. Trojans have scored after Miles Morris knocks in B.J. Spears. And that one's going to go foul down the left field line. Swing and a miss and struck him out. One away, throw down to second, not in time as the runner gets back. And that's going to bring to the plate Luke Lasky. Luke started the night on the mound, did a good job. So one away, bottom of the sixth, 4-0. Ball inside. Foul back, 1-1. Foul back, 1-2. Luke Lasky at the plate. There's a drive, and it's going to send the left fielder back to the wall. And that is going to be a 2-run homer by Luke Lasky. And that's going to put the Trojans up by a score of 6-0. So with one away, that's going to bring up Austin Marchman, who's had a good night at the plate himself. And the Trojans have added 3 more here in the bottom of the sixth and lead at 6-0 with 1 out. And Torrey Hayes has given up 2 doubles and a home run in this inning. Inside ball. And that is going to hit the batter. And he is going to go down the first base line. So Marchman's going to go. And looks like we're going to make a change at the pitching spot. And they will. And we'll see who comes in here. And is this Hogan Pier? No. And that is going to be John Baggett in. While he does some warm-up tosses, we'll step away and take a quick commercial break. How about that? 6-0 Trojans lead it, 1 out, bottom of the 6th.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
So the Trojans, as we welcome you back here, have scored 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And we have a new pitcher on board now for the Barons, and that is John Baggett. And Logan Simmons will come to the plate. One out here in the bottom of this 6th. We remember high school. We're going to play 7. Logan Simmons, your shortstop at the plate. Ball low, 1-0. Ball is outside. Luke Lasky with a 3-run homer to clear it. Austin Marchman got hit by a pitch. He's down at first base, and Logan Simmons at the plate with 2 balls and no strikes. Foul back. Foul back again. We go to 2-2. Here's the pitch, and Logan Simmons is going to send one deep to left field, and let's see what happens. And left fielder's not going to be able to hang on to it, and the runner's going to quickly try to get to third, and he does. And we got runners on the corners at second and third. And that's going to bring to the plate Trey Ham. One away here. 6-0. Trojans have runners at second and third. Error by the left fielder. Big, long, looping drive out to that left field by Logan Simmons. And it got Trey Ham to third base and Logan to second. Foul back this way. Whew. Missed it. Ball inside, 1-1. John Baggett, your pitcher for the Barons now. One away, we're in the bottom of the sixth. Trojans have already put 3 on the board in this inning. Ball high, 2-1. And all of a sudden, the Barons are having trouble throwing strikes. And that, my friend, is something you do not want to do against this Trojan ball club. Swing. Ball outside, rather. 3-1. Ball high, and we've got bases loaded full of Trojans, and the man on the on-deck circle there, Logan Fink, was worried about that bat coming straight back at him. And we'll get a pinch runner, and this will be Gray Talton again. So Logan Fink comes to the plate. 1 out, bases loaded, 6-0 is your score. Gray Talton will be at first base pinch running. Logan Simmons will be at second. And Austin Marchman will be your third base runner. Logan Fink at the plate. No balls and a strike, only 1 out. And bases are loaded with Tattnall Trojans. Ball high, 1-1. And that's going to be a fair ball down the third base line. 1-2. Runner comes, got him at the third base. So 2-run scores. That makes it 8-0. Runner is at second. With 2 out. So Logan Fink gets a double out of it. Adds 2 more runs, 2 more RBIs to his night. And let's see who that's going to bring up for the Trojans here. And that's going to bring up number 22, Brooks Gorman, your third baseman. 2 away, runner on second. 8-0 Trojans lead it. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Here's the pitch, high, 1-1. Throw back to second, not in time. Good move by the pitcher, just not enough movement out that time by the shortstop to get past him to get there to make the tag. 1-1, 2 away. 8-0 Trojans lead it. Bottom of the 6th. And there's a drive that's going to fall into right field, and that's going to bring the runner home, and it's going to be 9-0. And that's going to bring number 42, B.J. Spears, and we'll have a new pinch runner for the Trojans that will come in, and that's going to be number 10, Bo Hatcher, a freshman. And that ball's going to get away, and runner is going to get down to second base. So Bo Hatcher on that pass ball gets down to second, goes to scoring position. 1 ball, no strike, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. 9-0 Trojans lead it. Here on this Valentine's edition of our opening week of the 2018 baseball season. Here's the pitch. Ball outside. Two balls, no strikes, and 2 outs. John Baggett on the mound for the Barons now. Ball high, 3-0 is your count. Ball outside, and that's going to be a walk, and they're going to throw down to second, and it's going to get into center field, but not a lot of room for anybody to go anywhere. And so this is going to bring number 28, Miles Morris, will come to bat. 2 out, runners on first and second. Foul back, 0-1. As we said, the temperature's dropped, and it's gotten a little cool. Still remember, it is February. Mother Nature tried to fool us a little bit here the last few days. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Miles Morris. Miles knew he chased one a little bit there. Get a new ball here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. 9-0 Trojans lead it with runners on first and second. Miles Morris is going to send one into right field, and it's going to go over his head. And the Trojans are going to score. And that is going to do it, as the Trojans have scored their 10th run, and that is the final score. Trojans win it by a score of 10-0 based on the mercy rule. And after a close couple of first innings, the Trojans scored 3 in the second, and they scored 7th in the 6th. And the Trojans start their 2018 with a 10-0 victory over the Greater Gwinnett Christian Barons. Well, that's going to do it. Happy Valentine's, everybody. Your final once again from Tattnall Square Academy. The Trojans get the 2018 season off to a great start. They win it 10-0. We'll see you next week, everybody. Our time is up. We thank you for yours.